everyone, I'm welcoming you to my YouTube channel, and today I'm gonna show you how to make earrings from texture paper. It's different type of paper, and I was waiting for this moment quite long because I had this paper for a couple months, and I have this type of colors, but there are different colors. But I wasn't sure how I'm gonna use it, and I tried to make a couple earrings, and to be honest, it's like 50% of failure and 50% of success, 50-50. Because with some earrings I'm happy, with other I'm not. That's what I'm gonna show you in this video. And the technique of making this type of earrings, very similar to technique I use working with Japanese washi paper or nail foil transferring, so very similar. So let's start it. Let me tell you a little bit more about texture paper. Why it calls texture? Because if you look at this paper, it's usually handmade and it has texture. Sometimes they use a lot of cotton, and sometimes just like different type of techniques to create this texture, some glue. And they usually add to this package, which is not expensive but very nice, and they usually add some mesh like this one type, which is like also you can use for your project, or like this type of mesh. This also like very interesting semi-clear paper. Most of them are semi-clear. That's why you need some kind of background, because if you use only yellow shapes of a wooden shape of earrings, then this pink becomes yellowish and not so nice. You can combine this paper, and they're so beautiful. Look at this, they're gorgeous. Some of them have this is little like snowdrops, I call it, like frost or whatever. And again, mesh, and then this one, beautiful. This has like this texture, very interesting, plain but 3D effect. And this is also very nice. They have in different colors, as I said. You can buy like pink and purple. You can buy all together like different shades of green or blue or white and black. And you know, it's really nice. This one has some beautiful snowflakes, and as you can see, I cutted some of them because I used some of them. So I really wasn't sure how I'm gonna use it. I had some ideas, and I had this idea it would be nice, for example, to put this beautiful texture paper on a shape, on a wooden shape, like glue it and leave it like that. It's nice. I really like it. Or add a little bit of sparkles of some glitter. But again, how are you going to preserve it? My biggest concern was that paper earrings do not last long because it's paper. So it can be wet because of rain, because of sweat, and you know, there's so many factors around that they can damage this type of paper very easily. And because in most cases it's cotton, it's natural, like not synthetic one product, then it's easy to damage. And then what? It means you create your earrings and then you're disappointed that they do not last too long. And that's why I was thinking mostly that I'm not ready to use it because I don't know how to use I wasn't sure which finishing product to use to cover my earrings from damage. And let's see what happened, and I'll tell you honestly. Maybe you will not the same mistake like I made. Maybe you gave me some suggestion what to use. I have a special fixator. For paper and for fabric that doesn't ruin this paper and fabric. But the problem is that it's a really unpleasant smell, and I have to work outside, and having a cold, I don't want to go outside and work outside with this spray. But again, so let's see what happened. And as I showed in many other videos, I use this already prepared shapes, wooden shapes, different types of shape. I usually put some stain and then varnish or gloss Mod Podge on the back. And I prefer to have them like that, not just like plain from both sides. And I probably start with the most disappointing, the most kind of upsetting earrings. I wanted to use this beautiful soft cotton paper. It's so nice, and when you touch it, you just feel it like it's really nice. I even tried to experiment and put some chameleon powder, but it doesn't show this effect as I wanted to see. So kind of waste of paper. But I decided to make earrings, and I glue this paper on a wooden shape, and actually it went ugly, because when you use some Mod Podge or glue, if it's too much, the texture slowly disappears or getting not very pleasant shapes. That's why I made the second one, and again it didn't look proper. Then I was thinking, how can I protect these beautiful earrings from rain, from water, make them like durable, make them like long lasting. So I covered with Mod Podge, and it's ruined the structure, the texture. Then I decided to add some watercolors, and they're supposed to be sparkle, like, these special watercolors with sparkles. But the water was absorbed very easily, and it didn't give me the effect it's supposed to be. This is like golden colors, sparkles, but you hardly see these golden colors. They become very dark, like very unpleasant. At the same time, like if you look at them, and I try to use some light to show you, they're still nice. I mean, they're still nice, but I think it's a failure. So when it was dry, I covered it with very, very thin layer of varnish, professional varnish, and I don't like them, even if I put some brass hooks to make them more presentable. Maybe you like them. I'm not sure I'm gonna show to anyone this type of earrings, but this was my first experience. Then actually I start using another type of paper, like this one, mesh, and very similar, like pink one. It's a beautiful mesh. Look at this. It's like, texture paper. Actually, it's a cotton. And I really like the structure and the feelings of the paper if you touch it. So then again, you have to glue it. And when you glue it, it ruins the feelings of this paper. The colors are okay, and I glue it, and it went through. And then again, I need to protect them. So in general, this pair of earrings, not bad. And it's interesting that I tried to cover a little bit with glitter, a little bit. You still can see this glitter, but from a distance it's not so glittery. Yeah, it's shiny because it's covered with some varnish. It's nice, it's clean work, but in some way, I mean, I like it, the result, but in another way, I really lost the texture of this paper, and it doesn't look like paper anymore, right? But it's okay. Then the same like pink one. What I did, I used two papers. I used like this one, pink one, and then I glue it, this pink mesh or paper. And when I cover it with glue, and I use Mod Podge, it's the same like PVA, and I add some sparkles. Some actually chameleon powder. It gave me this kind of yellowish spots, and to make it more presentable, I add some artificial semi-pearls, like different colors. So in general, it looks not bad, but you can see the difference, how it changed the color. So my mistake was to add this glitter, like this one you can see, because unfortunately it changed the color from gentle light pink to this more yellowish, like rose pink, you know. And again, this is a little like gentle part. It's missing here. It's not such a structure I expected to have. And still it looks okay for me. I mean, they're beautiful look. Then the next experience that wasn't successful, and you might be criticized that I destroyed some paper, but it's true. I like this one. Look at this, beautiful. The color is amazing, like yellow rose or cream rose, or you can call it like light peach, whatever. And I like the structure. So when I glue this paper to this one, you see already the difference here. But I was gluing very gently to preserve the texture. And the texture actually is okay, right? You see the texture is okay. Then I decided to add a little gold color on the top of this, like this texture, like just like, you know, gentle. And it looked very nice. But then I was thinking, this is a very thin paper, this, especially this part. So how I preserve this? And I covered with a thin layer of varnish, professional varnish. Very, very thin layer, which actually protected the earrings. But it became more dark color, like the paper absorbed some varnish, became harder. The texture is okay, but the color is changed to more darker colors. And it's made me upset in some way. But at the same time, these earrings really, really beautiful. If you look at them, they're really beautiful. And the golden color saved. There's nothing with the golden color, nothing wrong. So it's so. Another one, actually, I'm more pleased. The small one, but this one. I even add the brass hooks to match the color. But I show you how it's supposed to be. Where is my paper? Here. So this paper was like that. And I love this beautiful color. So of course, I glue the paper. I put some gentle golden color with brush, and then it was dry. So when it was dry, it was like this color. But then to protect this one earrings from damage, I decided to cover with professional varnish. Again, very thin layer of varnish, extremely thin. Just do not damage the texture. The texture is okay. I really love this texture, but the varnish was absorbed by paper, and the paper became a darker color. So comparing to this one, it's darker. And people who doesn't know what the original color was probably say, okay, it's okay, why not? It's beautiful. They are really beautiful. I really like them. But I need to find the different finishing product. Just do not damage the color, preserve the color. For this one, it's actually a disaster in some way not, but I use pink texture color, and then I use the mesh with the silver flakes, and the silver flakes looks very, very nice and presentable, but the problem is when you glue these flakes, this part is falling apart. What inside this part, you start missing this part, and you can see I have to use a silver pen to color some empty spaces. So it's no earrings, even if I add some hooks, didn't throw it away right away. But just to show this unpleasant experience with this type of silver. So you see, sometimes it happens, and I'm not gonna show this one and sell this one, because this is, for me, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. And another one I try to do with mesh, with pink one mesh, like this one. I like the idea of this like snow drops, and maybe the shape is too little, but I found that this is little drops, they're falling apart. They just glue gently, and then when you start working with the paper, they're falling apart in the different size. And I made a stud earrings like this. I add some elements like some sparkles here, some crystals, to make them more, I would say, bright, more not so boring as they were before, because this job doesn't look presentable. That's why I added some other drops, like some crystals and drops, to make it more presentable, and then it looks okay, quite unique, original, and people hardly can see my struggle to have this mesh on the top and have something that didn't come out I wanted. And the last one pair, when I made this one with paper, I tried to find this paper, just give me a sec. Very similar like this one, yeah. Very similar like this one, but this one it's pink one. Oh, actually no, it's not a pink one, it's peach color. And this one, actually peach color, it's underneath as a background, and then it's white color. So these earrings are not covered with anything like varnish or Mod Podge, because I was afraid to damage another pair of earrings, trying to find the perfect liquid or substance that I'm gonna use to cover. So this is like, you know, just a paper, and I glue it properly, so it should last like for a couple years, I would say, if you don't wear it every day, and especially in a nasty weather. And of course it looks like a little bit cheap or poor, I don't know, something is missing, so I'm still thinking what to add just to make them more colorful, let's say. And also I want to show you some other earrings. When I went to one art show, the last one, the same, almost the same pair of earrings was stolen right in the beginning of the show. I was upset because I was looking all day for them. I thought probably I left it home, but no, they were stolen, because I have a picture just before the opening when I had these earrings on a table. And because I like it so much, even my husband liked it so much, and I was upset about the stolen earrings, that I came home and I made another one. This is Japanese washi paper, and I really like this type of earrings. Probably I will leave for myself, or maybe will give it as a present to someone. They're very nice and beautiful. So this is all my story about the texture paper and my kind of not very pleasant experience. I have to think how this paper can work out. Look at this beauty, for example, right? For scrap paper, for scrapbooks, for some postcards, this paper is just amazing, and you can use it like to make postcards or other crafts. For earrings, I would give like probably 2, 3 of 10 points that it can be used to make earrings. Maybe I'm making some mistakes. Maybe I really didn't find the perfect match, the perfect solution, how to preserve this beautiful texture. But at the same time, like, look at this, even like beautiful texture. But at the same time, I'm not happy with my experience, and I'm sharing you sincerely, because if you're a beginner and you start working with that, I didn't want you to be disappointed. I made a lot of earrings and from different materials, so I have a lot of wonderful earrings. They were bought with pleasure and happiness, and I will continue to make earrings and other type of jewelry. But this idea to use a very beautiful texture paper, it's not working for me at the moment. Even some earrings not so bad, but it's not what I wanted. And that's why I'll be looking for a solution. I'm not gonna stop and say that I'm not gonna do anything with the paper. I'm going to do something with this paper, and probably in the future videos I will show you the result. So subscribe to my video channel, please. Follow me on my YouTube channel, and you'll see more wonderful videos, how to make this and that, how to paint. And again, if you have any questions or comments, please write in comments, and I'll try to answer as soon as I can. So bye bye.